get a speeding ticket like I did right here, go to court to dispute it. A lot of the times the cop doesn't even show up and they'll drop the ticket. But if they do show up, ask them when the last time they calibrated their radar gun was, because they don't do it as often as they should, and they'll probably drop your $400 ticket. So if you ever need to drive around with some illegal substances, keep that shit in a sealed box addressed to you, because cops are not allowed to open your mail. If you're a dude, label your gender as non-binary or female on your car insurance. It will go down a lot. If you sell drugs, get an Uber or a Lyft sign for your car. That way you don't look shady with people getting in and out of it all the time. If you're getting married, make sure that you send a wedding invite to every billionaire or rich person whose contact information you can find, because there's about a 50-50 chance that their assistant's just gonna send you guys a gift without ever wondering who the fuck you are. If you ever find yourself in the position where you're homeless, you should try to get a gym membership. That way you have a place to go and shower and an excuse to go to the gym. You'll get jacked as fuck and you can just beat up your old landlord. Make sure you go check out my YouTube channel. Make sure that you marry somebody that you only kinda like. That way, if you get a divorce, it's not that bad. If you really want to piss somebody off, when you're introducing them to somebody else, use little air quotes when announcing what their job is. Yeah, I want you to meet my friend. Okay, this is Todd. He's great. He's an accountant, and he likes long walks on the beach. If you have really strict parents, you need to start rebelling early, okay? Set those expectations low, or else you're gonna be 20 years old asking your mom if you can dye your hair. If you're ever being chased by an animal, all you gotta do is lay on the ground for 5 seconds. That way the 5-second rule kicks in and prevents the animal from eating you. So a lot of people go to the gym and lift these big weights, okay, but what I've learned is that these smaller weights are much lighter and easier to lift. When you go to therapy, ask your therapist who their therapist was and then go see them, and then ask them the same thing until you find the final boss therapist who can hopefully fix your train wreck of a life. There is literally no law that says you can't put your friends down as your references and pretend that they were your boss at your old job. There's nothing that says you can't do that. If you're applying for a job or like a school or something, just say that you were Time's 2006 Person of the Year, because in 2006, Time made everybody Person of the Year. If you ever mess up in front of a customer, just be like, sorry, it's my first day, or sorry, I'm still in training, no matter how long you've worked there, because I promise you, they're gonna go easier on you. If a service dog ever approaches you but they're alone, that means that their owner is in trouble and they probably can't move, so you should follow him, because you'll get a free wallet. To watch any TV show or movie online for free, just type in the name of that TV show or movie and then index or parent directory after it. If you ever have to take a polygraph test, when you're answering the question, clench your butthole. This will have every answer register as a hit, invalidating all the results. Here's some powerful websites that you're gonna want to know about. IsThereAnyDeal.com. You can type in the name of any game that you want and it's going to show you the website that has it for the cheapest price. Look at that right there, 40% off. HouseCreep.com. You can find and read about all the crime and creepy things that have happened not only in your neighborhood, but around the entire country. HDToday.tv. You can watch any TV show or movie you want completely for free. Like, I don't know how long this website's going to stay up for, but they even have the newest Spider-Man. Not in the best quality, but it's still there if you wanted to watch it. One way you can make money is by going to your local thrift store or Goodwill, taking pictures of the things, and then posting them on Craigslist for a higher price. If somebody wants to buy something from you, just go to the store, buy it, sell it to them. But if the store already sold it, you can just tell the person on Craigslist that you already sold it. Always tell your job that you have kids, even if you don't, because for some reason employers tend to treat people with families better than people who are just single. And then that way, if you ever have to get out of a shift, you can just tell them that your kid is sick or something. If you ever gift somebody a gift card, make sure that you write down that card's information. That way, a year or two later, you can check the card's balance, and if they haven't used it yet, just use it yourself. It's not like they're gonna know. Want to save some money on Christmas this year? Right now is the perfect time to tell your kids that Santa didn't make it through the pandemic. If you ever get into a fist fight and win, make sure you call the other person an ambulance, because now not only have they just had their ass kicked, they also have to worry about the $5,000 ambulance ride. If you ever commit a crime, just go to Costco. This is going to act as a safety net, because some of the police officers chasing you might not have a Costco membership and they won't be allowed in. Tired of bad drivers and people just speeding around your neighborhood? One thing you can do is print out a picture of a random cat online and place it next to flowers. People should start going the speed limit after that. You should save the business cards of people that you don't like. That way, if you ever accidentally hit a car, you can just write sorry on the back of it and leave it on the windshield. Let's say you meet somebody on a dating app and you have a really good first date. One thing you can do is go to their profile and report it until they get banned. You just decreased their dating options and increased your chance of getting a second date. Get a bumper sticker on the back of your car that says, "Honk if you think I'm sexy." and then just sit at green lights until you feel better about yourself. Jeffrey Dahmer once said that he ate somebody with a tattoo once and the ink just made the meat taste like shit. So, you should get some tattoos to avoid cannibals. A kidney goes for about $260,000, and a person can live a healthy life with just one kidney. Poverty's a choice. If you ever want to get into a sold-out concert for free, just go to the store, buy 2 bags of ice, walk up to the front of the line with some confidence and say, "I'm the ice guy." Bam! Into the concert for free, minus the price of ice. If someone's trying to fight you, sneeze on your knuckles before the fight, that way you can inflict poison damage. The easiest way to fake your own death is to just say you're gonna go climb Mount Everest, because when you disappear, it's not like anybody's gonna go look for your body, and even if they do, it's not like they're gonna find it. You want all the chores around your house done, but you don't really feel like doing them yourself? Have kids. On your daily commute, is there an annoying pothole that just isn't getting fixed? Spray paint a penis on it. The city will be on that shit so fast. If you're ever low on cash, you should consider robbing sex offenders, okay? Their addresses are easy to find and they can't own guns. Go into a hotel and tell them that you left your phone charger there. They'll pull out a giant box of chargers and you just get to pick one for free. You can get your letters delivered for free without any postage if you just put where you want it to go on the return address instead of where it's actually supposed to be. Most movie theaters have their bathrooms after or near the ticket check. So if you go and watch a movie, when you're leaving, just go take a shit, check out new movie times, and then go to another movie. You can do this a couple times before you get caught. If you sell drugs, get an Uber or a Lyft sign for your car. That way you don't look as shady with people getting in and out of it all the time. If you're getting married, make sure that you send a wedding invite to every billionaire rich person whose contact information you can find, because there's about a 50-50 chance that their assistant's just gonna send you guys a gift without ever wondering who the fuck you are. If you ever find yourself in the position where you're homeless, you should try to get a gym membership. That way you have a place to go and shower and an excuse to go to the gym. You'll get jacked as fuck and you can just beat up your old landlord. Make sure you go check out my YouTube channel. If you ever want to go to a concert or a sporting event, make sure that you buy the cheapest ticket possible and then go. Once you're inside, go on Ticketmaster or StubHub and see what better seats haven't sold yet and just go sit there. If you have an annoying relative that's asking you or you and your partner when you're gonna have kids, just tell them you're pregnant, and then a few months later, tell them you had a miscarriage. They're gonna be so uncomfortable ever bringing it up again that you'll have your peace. Next time you try to buy something on eBay, Facebook Marketplace, or Craigslist, message the seller with like 7 different accounts just completely lowballing their offer and be a dick about it. And then message them with your actual account giving a low but reasonable offer. They're gonna be so relieved that they're finally talking to a decent person that you'll get that good deal. Zone of death. The only place in the United States where murder is legal because of this crazy loophole in our justice system. It's in Yellowstone National Park, which is mostly in Wyoming, but does cross the border into Montana and Idaho. And that little 50-mile strip is exactly where you don't want to be, unless you plan on killing or being killed. For a criminal proceeding to take place, the jury has to live in both the state and the district where the crime takes place. So for a trial to even take place against a crime that happened in this strip of land, the jury has to live in that strip of land. And that's the thing. Nobody lives in. If you ever get a parking ticket, like I did, right here, make sure you pay it online. That way you get to keep the ticket. So if you ever need to park somewhere and you don't feel like paying the meter, you can just slip this underneath your windshield and cops will see it and they won't bother giving you another one. If you ever want to read a book without buying the book, just type the name of the book followed by this. And if you ever want to watch a movie for free, just type this followed by the name of the movie. If you're ever getting pulled over by a cop and you're afraid that you're going to get a ticket, literally as soon as you see the blue lights behind you, call 911 and say that you saw a drunk driver in your location. By the time that cop steps up to your window, they're gonna get that alert, tell you that it's your lucky day, and let you go.